Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of the Video Stump, and I'm your host, Who Billy. Well, as promised, we're going to do a quick look at the inside of the NEO NHDX cargo trailer. Real quick though, NEO trailers are made in Joeseph County, Michigan. It is so close to Indiana, we actually call it Michiana. But I purchased this particular model, the NHDX, from Bridge Trailers Manufacturing in Woodburn, Indiana, which is northeast of Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's about a couple hours from where I live. But let's take a quick look at some of the standard things and options that I got on the trailer. So it has a 36-inch side door. It comes with two torsion axles that are rated at 2,500 pounds per. Now you can opt for the 5,000 pound per if you're going to carry equipment. Bottom left, you see the drop stabilizer jack there. On the top left, you see the kind of ducktail. We'll look at that here in a minute. And options, this particular trailer, for the size, it's 16 feet long, 7.5 feet wide by 7 feet tall. Now I went with the 7 foot tall. I have the egress window, one on each side. I wish I'd have staggered those and put one like the one you see here behind the wheel well, and then the one on the driver's side in front, but I didn't. Lesson learned. Just because I'm just not crazy about now that I have it there. So, but it is what it is. I did opt for the ladder racks, and I did opt for 4. You can get as many or as more as you want, depending on what you want. I opted for 2 fans, one in front. You kind of see that one pooping up there on the center right. And it does come standard with a minus 50 degree whip, and we'll look at all that. So let's move in a little closer, kind of look at the trailer in itself. Again, here is the drop stabilizer jack. Now you can opt for those on other NEO trailers. This is all internal stuff. This is all in-house. That's a NEO thing. Like these beefy hinges they have on their ramp doors. Now you can opt for the barn door, but I stayed with the standard ramp door. I want to show you this. Got the lock off. That is a pop hinge, so or you can just press it, whatever. You turn that up. You got to be careful when you're lowering it down so you don't hit the ground with that. There's the NEO signature sticker you get on there. And of course, Bridge Trailers. That's their phone number in case you folks want to give them a call. I wanted to show you this internal cam system that they have. Look at that. It's beefy in itself. We'll look at that on the inside. Again, you just close it, put your lock on there, you're good to go. You can opt for loading lights up top. I don't have them on there because I'm not really loading anything. There are so many options with this trailer, folks. It is unbelievable. Show you this ladder rack here real quick. Look at that. Look how beefy that thing is. I didn't get the roller rack because I'm not loading trailers or ladders, but I am going to put a platform up there, probably some solar, but I am also going to do my own awning at some point in time. I did want to also point out, if you will, there is no facing on the frame. Okay, look at this. This is all aluminum. They also have no plastic hinging on there. The door hold is not plastic, it's metal. Look at the weld on this. Ah, man, the tongue. I can't say enough about the tongue on this thing. I will tell on myself that at some point I did hit 90 coming back home from Fort Wayne. I did slow down because you're not supposed to do that fast with these tires. But my point is, this thing didn't move. I mean, it bounced around, you know, as any empty cargo trailer would, but there was no fishtail. This thing with those torsion axles tracked so well. And I've got a big V8 in my GMC Sierra, and it just, I've got a 6-inch drop hitch, and it just pulled like a dream. I was like, wow. Show you the kind of the swoop of this thing. Look at the nose on this, all single sheeting aluminum. The swoop on the nose comes down. Yeah, I could go on. Let's go inside, take a look. I do apologize for the mess. I was working in here yesterday, trying to pull the floor up. That became more of a chore that I am willing not to get into. I'm just like, nope, I'll just crawl underneath and spray Flex Seal from using a rattle can. Being that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 sheets, a case of rattle can, Flex Seal will do the job. I'm not pulling this floor up. So in any case, all right. Again, we have 16 on center aluminum 1-inch studding. We got aluminum, or aluminium as they say over in Europe. Crown molding. I love it. I'm going to be doing some LED lighting up here once I figure out what I'm going to do with the ceiling. And I should have listened to my stepson. He said, I want you to have them do it if they insulate it. I should have did that. I should have let them insulate it and completed the inside and been done. But I wanted to be cheap, or thrifty if you will, and then do it myself. But yeah, I live and learn. But I like a challenge, so it'll be a lot of fun. Plus I'll save more money. That is one seat that probably will stay in here in this general area right here. So once I figure out, I'm going to lift it just ever so slightly. So, but I wanted to show you this real quick. This is the one of the channels, 16 on center, right here by the door. There is the putting some extruded foam in here. Just wanted to show you how this thing is made. Like the silicone. Here's behind the crown molding. Those wires did fall down. They were up here. I was kind of toying around with the idea of what all I want to do. Maybe hiding those a little more. But I like it. This is my first cargo trailer. So yeah, again, 3/4 inch plywood. I think this is 3/8 on the for the wall. It's got these type of weird screws. Two egress windows that slide open and have screens. Show you this real quick. .30 by 30. The back ramp. Again, here is the cam system. Pulls it in nice and snug. It's all internal. And again, this is all in-house NEO stuff. You can get a extended ramp in case you're loading other things in here that are a little heavier than like a bicycle. You can get the partition thing that goes over the seam there. The wheel wells, because this is a 7.5, do protrude inward a little bit on each side, which is not a big deal for me because I am going to work around now. I'm probably going to put a Murphy bed on this side right here, a horizontal one. I do want to come in a couple of feet. I want to put a wall right here because I want this back half to be like a garage. And I'm going to put a mini split in here because the nose does not have that much room. That's why I want to put the mini split back here. There are so many options with NEO. I could have done a rooftop air condition, but I would have had a opt for a 50 amp service, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to try to keep it as plain as simple and low cost. I have a Blue Eddy 2500 solar power station with 600 watts of solar, which I'm probably going to use for this. So, but in any case, I do have the two spare tires. They were not cheap because they match the tires on the outside. Again, I did opt for the nicer rims. Those were $650. Ow. So, for the two of them. So, in any case, folks, I wanted to show you this real quick on the inside. And also, I want to give a shout out to YouTube brother Drew Hansen from Playing with Sticks. Check out his channel if you're wanting to do smaller type of teardrop camping. He has a whole host of videos of that and gear to use. He has a new video out on his new bean trailer. It is really cool. You guys got to check it out if you're into that sort of thing too. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the folks there at Be Free Benson. Some of the ideas that I'm going to be using come from them, but especially the Flex Seal for the floor. Although I'm not pulling up the floor, I am going to be sealing it just using a case of rattle can. Yeah, it may be more of a task that I'm willing to get into, but not like pulling up the floor. So not doing that. That was no fun by yourself. So in any case, I want to say thanks for watching, folks. And if you wouldn't mind, keep the folks in Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, and all that region who have suffered and or been misplaced because of all the storms and hurricanes going through. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. I have a brother that lives southeast of Fort Myers, Florida. He's doing well. He's got power and everything. He fared fairly well. Thank the Lord for that. So we'll just keep those folks in your thoughts and prayers. And if you can help out in any type of help in any type, please do so. Again, thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you on the next episode.